Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard here. Yes, today we are having this question. It's a grade 10 question. It says that state what is meant by each of the following. The first one is atomic radius. Yeah, what is atomic radius? Atomic radius is the measure of the size of the atom from nucleus to outermost electrons. Yeah. Next, what is meant by ionization energy? So, what is ionization energy? Yeah, this is the amount of energy needed to remove the outermost electrons from an atom in the gaseous state. Yeah. Next is electron affinity. What is it? This is the energy released when an electron is added to an atom in gaseous phase. Yeah, then we come to this one, electronegativity. What is it? This is the tendency of an atom to attract electrons toward itself in a chemical bond. So it's the measure of that ability of an atom to attract bonded electrons to itself. Yes, so we come to this one. It says that state the variation of each of the following as you go down the group. The first one is atomic radius. Yes, what happens to atomic radius as you go down a group? Answer is it increases. You have to remember that atomic radius is the measure of the size of the atom. Actually, we use atomic radius to tell whether the atom is big or small. So generally, this is what you have to admit, that as you go down the group, the size of the atoms increase. Yeah, next is ionization energy. You have to know that ionization energy is the energy required to take out an electron from an atom. And this one has a very direct bearing to the size of the atom. When the atom is smaller, the electrons are very close to the nucleus, so they are strongly attracted. And when the atom is bigger, the electrons are further away from the attractive force of the nucleus, so that atom is weakly attracted. So remember, we are taking out an electron and we are going to provide energy to remove an electron. So the question is, which electron will come out easier? It's the one which is further away from the attraction because it's weakly attracted. So it will be easily taken away. You have to recall that as you go down the group, the size increases. So as you go down the group, the electrons are further and further away from the attractive force of the nucleus. So they are easily taken out. So what is the variation here? So as you go down the group, the variation is that ionization energy will decrease. Yeah, then comes electron affinity. What is it? Okay, electron affinity is the energy released when an electron is added to an atom in the gaseous phase. So you have to, these two are almost opposite. Here we are removing an electron, and in this case, we are adding an electron. So what is the variation? You have to know that as you go down the group, even this one, we have to admit that it has a direct bearing to the size. So the size is bigger as you go down the group. So, which means that the outermost shells are further and further away from the attractive force. And we are adding an electron. And what is making it easier, because the electron is negatively charged, what is making it easier to be added is the positive charge, which is going to attract it. So here we are seeing that the smaller the atom is, the stronger is the electron is going to be attracted. And the opposite is true for a bigger atom. A bigger atom, the attractive force of the nucleus, the positive attractive force of the nucleus is further. So it means that the electron is going to be weakly attracted. So what is our conclusion? The conclusion is that as you go down the group, when the atomic radius increases, the electron affinity decreases. Yeah. Then we come to this one, electronegativity. Yes, what is the variation of electronegativity as you go down the group? So electronegativity is very closely related to the electron affinity. Both is the love for electrons. So this is the tendency of an atom to attract electrons to itself. And here we have to admit that the smaller the atom, the closer is it to the positive attractive force. So small atoms are highly electronegative compared to the big atoms. And you have to remember that as you go down the group, what happens? The size increases. So it means that as you go down the group, the further you go from the attractive force of the nucleus. And so what happens? Electronegativity will decrease. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences. Silver Bullet with me, Richard, here. Yes, we thank you for your time. We urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. We believe we are going to be very helpful to you. So stay in touch. See you next time. Bye-bye.